So, is it possible to be pro-abortion and anti-gun? Well, my humble opinion coming up. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Common Sense Logic Reason. And as always, I want to say thank y'all for joining me today. Now, in my last video, I asked the question, is it possible to be pro-life and pro-capital punishment? And of course, the answer to that question was yes, and I gave a compelling argument for why that's the case. And the reason why I brought this up, because that question is the one that is a go-to for the left in trying to legitimize abortion. You try to make some type of equation between linking abortion to capital punishment, and they're two entirely different things. They're not the same thing. That's why it doesn't make any sense that the left try to make some type of equation or equality between the two. They're not. But they always do this. So, but I do have a question for the left though. And likewise, I have a question for the left. Now, it's no secret that these people, the left, are pro-abortion, or they'll say pro-choice, but it's actual pro-abortion of a woman's right to the ability to shed innocent blood, killing a baby unborn babies before they're born. They support that, while at the same time they're anti-gun. So my question for them is, or the question I pose in this video is it okay to be pro-abortion while at the same time being anti-gun? Now, the answer to this question, from my opinion, is no. I just don't see how you can do both, or how you can be both. And of course, I'm going to give you my logical argument why. I'm not like the left. I don't operate based upon whatism. The focus is on just the what all the time. I don't have a case of what-itis. Always crying about the what and never asking the how or why. So I'm going to explain why I believe that it's impossible to be both. Now, of course, what is a gun? Well, a gun is a tool. And just like any tool, if used wrong or inappropriately, it can be dangerous. A screwdriver. A screwdriver is used to loosen and tighten screws. That's what that's what a screwdriver is for. A chainsaw. A chainsaw is intended to cut down trees. That's the intended purpose of a chainsaw. A drill. The intended purpose of a drill is to drill holes in an object so that you can you can use screws in them. Now, if used inappropriately, as I said, any one of these tools can be dangerous. But the difference between these tools and a gun was specifically designed for the intended purpose to kill. It was designed for nothing else but to kill. So, with that being said, there's really only two reasons why a person can be anti-gun that I've thought of. Okay? Now, the first reason that a person would be anti-gun is because they want to prevent guns from being used in this intended purpose, and that is to kill. So they want to get guns out of the hands of people off the street so that people can't kill with them. The other reason that I can think of why a person would be anti-gun is if you are some totalitarian dictator and you want to subjugate people, and you know that it's a lot easier to subjugate the unarmed than it is to subjugate the armed, especially if you are well armed. So these are the only two purposes why I can come up with why anyone would be anti-gun. So The majority of people who are anti-gun, though, obviously is going to be because they want to remove guns, to stop guns to being used for killing people, right? Now, what is abortion? Killing. So these same people want to remove guns to stop them from killing people, while at the same time they want to allow the killing of people. Again, that makes absolutely no sense at all. So, you know, there are more people in America I mean, statistically speaking, there are far more people killed by abortion than guns. Something like 10 times is more abortion deaths than gun deaths on average every year. So how can anyone justify then, if you all about saving lives and you want to get guns and make ban guns to save lives, then how can you not want to protect lives by abandoning abortion? I mean, really, you really want to save lives by banning guns, but you don't want to save lives by banning abortion, even though you're much more likely to save more lives by banning abortion than banning guns. And the argument that you often always hear people say about preserving abortion is that women are going to go get abortions in back alleys. You know, you've heard that argument all the time. And my response to this always is, okay, that is true that you're likely to see these women get abortions in back alleys if you ban abortion. But then if you ban guns, those women will be in the same back alleys getting abortions that people will be in the back alleys buying guns. Because you don't make something illegal or you don't make something go away by making it illegal. You're just going to create a black market. But guns, on the other hand, I mean, statistically speaking, there is no correlation between more gun ownerships and more gun deaths. Actually, it turns out to be the other way around. So if you really truly want to preserve lives, as I've said before, you ought to want to put guns in the hands of as many law-abiding citizens as you can, responsible law-abiding citizens as you can. But beyond that, again, there's basically no difference than anyone wanting to ban guns while at the same time allowing abortions. Again, you know, they bring that argument of, they try to bring in capital punishment, but as I said in that last video, the only way that a person can ever be sentenced to death is by taking someone else's life. You have to go out there and willfully, knowingly take someone else's life before you can be sentenced to death. And even then, all the people who commit murder aren't sentenced to death. Not the same with abortion, and not the same with just plain old guns, because guns don't kill people. You know, people kill people. A gun sitting on the table is not going to go pull itself up, walk around, and go shoot somebody. And of course, the argument from the left is that, you know, people with guns kill people, which is true. But as I've said before, you know, the counter argument, people with cars kill people. More people die because of car accidents than guns. But people with guns, historically speaking, have always killed people without guns. So again, there's just no argument whatsoever that anyone could make for banning guns, right? Which is a right. It's not a suggestion, it's a right. There's no argument that people can give to say that I am pro abortion but anti-gun. It's stupid all around. It doesn't make any sense, because more lives are taken by abortion than guns, and more lives are saved by the use of guns in the defensive purposes of guns. So if you really truly want to save lives, there's no way, shape, or form that you can say I want to save lives by banning guns while at the same time allow abortions to go on. But again, this is my view on this whole abortion thing, and I like to counter the liberal leftist arguments as they come, and I like to pose questions to them. So, in my opinion, it is absolutely impossible for anyone to say that they are pro-abortion while at the same time being anti-gun. Now, of course, arguments will come, and liberal leftists, they will try to create any argument possible that they can. And I would love for people to bring their arguments, because we conservatives, we're all about dissenting ideas, and we want the people who disagree with us to bring forth their ideas so we can take those ideas and we can destroy them. That's why we wish for people to agree to come forward, because we are confident that we know we can destroy it. But anyway, like I said, y'all, this is my view on it. And as always, until next time.